We bought the 2 cheapest Humvees we could find on a military auction site and decided to drive them home through 5 states over 1,500 miles because we were craving a road trip and an adventure. And boy, did we find it. Did you notice how this is literally mile 0 and Ethan's already under the truck?
Dude, it looks like we might be getting this Humvee for $5,100.
That would be insane.
That would be so premium.
We've spent more money on the stupidest stuff.
Yeah!
So we won.
I think so.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, here we go. Congratulations, you are the winning bidder for the following item.
$100?
Man, I can't believe that this beautiful beast is gonna be ours.
That's
for
so
$5,000. And it even has 4 doors. Like actual doors, not just 4 holes of doors. Yeah, sale pending, that's us.
Yeah, let's go.
We're the proud owners of 2 Humvees.
That's a dub, man. It took a couple months for our paperwork to process, but once we had it, we booked a one-way trip to Barstow, California, 1,300 miles from home.
Even though we're on our way to get Humvees, Ethan is literally looking at Humvee auctions right now.
He's looking at Humvee auctions right now.
Yeah.
Well, Will's looking at Subarus.
Like, really nothing changes.
These are getting rarer and rarer. Just snag them up while you can. I'm just trying to get as many as I can. What is that noise? What is that? Is this a grind card plate?
We shouldn't be allowed out of the woods, man. We just embarrass ourselves at every step of the way.
Well, we made it to California. We got a rental car. And now we've got our first and most important stop on the way to pick up our Humvees. Gotta get some supplies.
Man, if you don't look out the window, we might as well just be in Idaho right now. California's really not that different so far. Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't drink the water here. It tastes whack. Oh no. Whoa, what are you?
Oh, we can go wherever we want.
The key to the city, some may say.
The key to the city is right here. This is the most prepared we've ever been for anything.
Well, it's because we're going to pick up 2 military surplus Humvees that are kind of the bottom of the barrel.
home.
So we bought at an auction without ever having seen them. All we know is that they run.
And they have blow-by, we know that.
Also, one of them has significant steering wheel play, and the steering is stiff.
I don't remember hearing that.
You think we should get a Predator 212 just in case one of our engines blow?
Can you imagine?
Just set it up with some gear reduction. We have a
9,000 pounds.
Yeah.
That's plenty. The Humvees only weigh 6,000, so.
Oh, well then we can get the cheap one. I mean, no one told me to buy this, but like, why not, right?
It seems like
$35 is a cheap insurance policy.
It seems like not a bad idea.
Dude, I haven't shopped like this in a long time. This is like, what's that called, Will? On like TikTok where it's like, go shopping with me.
Isn't it just called that? I
Is
think
that-
that's exactly what it is called. Shop with me.
I haven't shopped with me before, but this is nice. Like if we start a fire, it's going out.
I don't think I've ever bought 4 batteries in one situation.
Yeah, that's different.
I don't think Grindhard owns 4 batteries anymore. Yeah. We own a ton of batteries. They're all just dead.
Yeah. We have 4 times more working batteries than we've ever had. Wow, these don't even have those little handles.
I know. Well, I did get the budget-friendly ones, so.
Oh, you gotta pay the big bucks for the little handles.
You do pay big bucks for little handles. It's a field of Humvees. That's where we're going.
Wow.
Then use the second from the right lane to take exit 183.
You hear that? That's the sound of us being 11 minutes away from our Humvees.
Looks like they run.
Yeah.
You guys gonna be driving them out or towing them out?
Driving them out.
Okay. Alrighty, good deal. I'll. What kind of vehicle are you guys in?
We're in a Ford Edge.
Ford Edge.
car.
Alrighty, I'll put that on the release and we'll just bring them straight up to you guys in that Ford Edge.
Alright. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That
was so much easier than I was expecting.
Yeah, same. One of ours, boys.
Door is just dangling. I like how it says no armor. What you think, Will?
It's nice. It's honestly just what I expected a Grindhard Humvee to look like. The doors, like all these nice ones have been rolling through, and the doors on ours is like kind of a little drank. Nice. This is what we're sitting on for like 1,500 miles.
We're gonna be living in this.
This is nice. These doors are really very nice.
Oh no!
Oh, this door is literally held in by its own seatbelt.
Home sweet home, baby.
It's so minimalistic.
All right. Well, good thing we brought batteries.
This is really nice. Look at all the sick stuff to turn it on, man. This is really different. Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna make it to Vegas.
That's not gonna make it to Vegas, man. If there's one thing I learned on the limo trip, it's that's not gonna make it to Vegas.
That's got so much more life left in it than the limo tires did, though.
Wow.
Oh no.
We got a little TLC to do before we go highway speeds, I think, in the parking lot. Look at that. These doors are not going to stay on going 50 or however fast these
It's a good thing
go.
we bought a bunch of zip ties.
We're going to need them.
So you put a battery in?
Yeah. Hey,
Nice.
that thing starts nice.
It sounds pretty the most different thing we've ever done.
Flip that lever if you want to experience it for yourself.
All right, let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Fires up like
That starts faster than any Subaru on Earth.
the man said it.
It's quite nice. I like how analog everything is. I'm ready. I just want to go right now.
This door is a little bit, as Edwin might say, Shrek house.
Oh.
So I'm gonna make it a little bit.
You just handcrafted that back to stock, man.
Look at that. Much better.
Which one are you going to drive first, Ethan?
Oh, definitely the other one.
I guess this is the Swindle Brothers edition right
Purely
here.
because the other one has a turbo. That's the only reason. Well, actually, and honestly, it's more of an aesthetic choice because I just really like the way the two-door pickups look.
Yeah,
It's
they
my
do look
favorite
cool.
look. Like, this one's cool because you can carry your friends.
Yeah.
But the other one's cool because you can carry your snow bikes.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of fell in love with this one.
I figured you would, you know?
Yeah,
this
it's like
is just,
crying
it
in my
just feels
veins.
like a Will machine, doesn't it?
I saw this one and I was like, nice. It resembles a bigger Chang Li.
You have to like shove it forward and then slap it in a little bit and then, okay, then it latches. These are the armored version. Look at how thick that armor is right there.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
But that's like a triple armored section because from here you can see there's like a plate of say 1/8 inch and then a plate of 3/8 and then a 1-inch thick plate that runs all the way down the side of that thing.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
And they have to remove all that before they can sell them?
I've never seen one sold with the armor on it.
Oh, there comes our other one, guys.
Oh, shit!
Oh.
Very squiggly.
You're right?
What is that sound?
The blow by?
that we weren't worried about. Wow. Look at that nice exhaust. It's like
Yeah, this one has the Fording package.
That's
so it's
JDM.
tall.
Did anyone just say that's JDM?
Yeah, because
That's the furthest from JDM. We need to put a star on it.
grab that tire and give it a jiggle wiggle for me.
Did you notice how this is literally mile 0 and Ethan's already under the truck?
This one's seen some things.
So we showed up with a little printer piece of paper we got from our email. They said, okay, we're bringing our Humvees out. And then they brought the Humvees out, glanced at Ethan's ID,
And said, have a nice day.
that was the most American thing that's happened to me in a while. Not right. I don't know a lot about engines, but that one sounded nice. And this one does not.
I'm glad I have that one. What a machine. Let's see if we can get this door closed. This is a manly vehicle.
Rolling out.
Am I confident in these seatbelts? Not really. But I am confident with the engine. Feel the power of this vehicle. It's so nice.
I think things are not going well already.
Well, we're off to a great start.
I think mine already overheated and it's leaking diesel from the diesel tank.
Oh, that's really very nice. We'll be up there in a second.
I have absolutely, completely fallen in love with this vehicle. It is awesome. It rides great. I don't know about Ethan's experience, but this thing is amazing. It's 100% better than I could have ever imagined. I mean, I just pushed the throttle all the way down and hardly could keep up with Ethan. He's got a spoolie boy, and I'm naturally aspirated, but I feel like that might play to this thing's advantage later on, because it seems pretty reliable.
What happened to yours? I mean, we made it here, but it overheated already. It also didn't really want to shift up into overdrive. It just kind of wanted to cruise, which part of, but yeah, I put 2 gallons of coolant in it, so it should stay cool a little better now.
Okay.
Well, don't tell him about the potential oil in the coolant.
There's a little oil.
No, I said don't tell him.
There's just a little bit of oil in the coolant, but that's pretty normal. I mean, I see that on Subarus.
Yeah, with blown head.
It could use a smidgen of oil, you know. The more fluids that are in it of any flavor, the more cool and better it runs.
You just hiked on this do not step sticker.
Yeah, it's fine.
What are you doing?
I wish we had gas stations like this back home. They're nice.
it's running great, and it's not overheating anymore, but it seems to not, like, it doesn't stay in overdrive. So, like, you're cruising along, you get on the highway, and shift, and then, like, downshift in a second. So, top speed is very, very slow.
No overdrive, top speed is very slow. Got it. We passed him going 30 miles an hour. That's all I've got to say, man.
Oh no. It might be a long journey home.
But that was pretty much top speed for me.
That's what I was worried about. We passed you going 35. So should we just head towards Barstow and see if these things hold up? Shift. We're gonna get passed by a lot of semis this week.
Cookies, we got chips, we got granola bars, we got water for days, and the most important part, I thought we got sparkling waters. Oh yeah, they're under there. We got 4 packs of sparkling waters. We got some iced tea. No problem. We got windshield washer fluid, man. Coolant. All right, I'm curious what your fortune is. This determines our fate, so you better choose wisely.
Thank you.
None.
Oh my goodness. There's not anything in there.
You know that saying, no news is good news?
Is that a saying?
Yeah.
No, I was really hoping for your
Humvee transmission will fix itself.
You'll have a nice journey.
We had some lunch. Ethan had some time to do some Googling, and he is gonna switch some transmission sensors here to see if we can't get this thing to get out of second gear. It's a 4-speed, stuck in second gear. It's not good for a 1,000-mile road trip.
Potentially, there are 2 switches on the side of this transmission. One's called the TISS and the other one's TOSS. And on the Humvee, the front one, whichever that is, I forget which. Ow! Oh, that was sharp. The front one is not used. Ow. So you can swap the sensors, front for rear, and it might solve our issue.
Yeah, I didn't know that it didn't start anymore. That's new. Well, we have stuff to drink and eat now, so.
Nice.
It was almost the end of our first day of traveling, and we were actually stuck 10 miles in the wrong direction from home.
Oh, I was looking up at the engine from under here, and I think the weird noise this thing's making is there's like some sort of thing dangling in the engine fan.
Wow, the rear subframe is blasted with oil of some sort.
Yeah, it's probably just a little... This thing's leaking the most, so it's probably just... My guess is it's a few drips that were hanging on here, and then as soon as I got up to speed, they just flew off.
Yeah.
Because it's not leaking that fast.
Okay.
It looks like we have a spare transmission control module, which isn't necessarily a good sign because it means that it's been replaced, which is probably for some sort of a reason. So maybe the transmission's just bad, but we have a spare.
There you go.
what may be a solution. You see that?
A disconnected wire, man?
In the transmission control harness.
No way. If it's as
Yoink.
easy as that, that's gonna be so different.
Yeah, literally. The driving experience will be very, very different if that's our entire problem. That's actually pretty cute.
Yeah, and that's actually unused.
Well, it's been open.
It's
but
like new condition.
I bet it's still good. I think that stuff lasts. I think it's like Twinkies. I just jumpered it to the starter, and it started up, which is very loud under here. And then this line, which appears to be a transmission line, just started leaking, which was definitely not leaking before. Why it's not starting, that's an entirely different question. Okay, next question.
This might be the least far anyone's ever driven a vehicle they purchased.
Oh, great.
This is not going well.
It's going exactly how my mental predictions were. I mean, there's worse places to be stuck.
I know a lot more about drones and cameras than I do cars, let's put it that way. I'm pretty useless.
And Ethan kind of knows what he's doing, you know?
That was just the fuel pump thing or filter or something. And I think there was just an air pocket because I pulled one of the lines off, cranked it for a second, plugged it back in, and that's when it started. So we know that. That line is a piece of hard line. I should be able to just take a piece of hose and shove it over the leak and then clamp it on both sides. And I already found some spare hose just laying in the engine.
Oh, cool.
I only need a couple inches of hose. This piece of power steering line, I pulled it off and it's got a couple extra inches of slack on it. So I'm going to cut that off, use that to patch the other one. Hopefully we'll be in business. So that little section of hose I got was the perfect diameter that I had Will help me. He pinched off the line. We pulled the line off the end of off the back end of that hard line, the stainless steel hard line, slipped that little section of hose on there, slid it up over the brake. Now I just got to throw a couple of hose clamps on it, and our leak will be fixed.
What's up?
Oh no.
The transmission isn't all the way bolted to the engine.
Oh!
Are you serious? This bolt right here is not finger tight, and there's not one over here. That might be the noise we're hearing. It might just be rattling against itself.
And that's probably why it wouldn't shift either.
Could have some relation to it. I took the middle one out of this side, and I'm gonna put it on this side.
In our next hardware store, we can just grab another one of those.
You cursed machine. Why?
Ethan's Humvee is not as nice as Will's Humvee. Will's Humvee's a little different.
That sounds so much nicer than this one.
That sounds so much better.
Dude, I literally didn't touch anything except the transmission bolts. Let's put some tools away, and then I'll take this thing for a little test drive. We gotta get on the road pretty soon, or we're not gonna make it to Vegas tonight.
It really sounds bad.
It sure does. Oh, those brakes do hit different. Yeah. That was second gear at least. To think that the flex plate isn't bolted on all the way inside of there. Oh no. Or something isn't, and it's rubbing inside, because it doesn't sound like it's coming, like if you go around the front of the engine, it doesn't sound like it's coming from there. If you go underneath, it sounds like it's coming from right at the back half of the engine.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I guess we just start driving until we have a catastrophic failure and then tow it or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, like, it's that or I just sit here and try to pull a transmission in the parking lot to maybe solve a noise. Because the problem is no one's going to rent us a trailer. We'd have to buy one. No one will rent us a trailer to tow it with a Humvee. Like, buy or borrow one is, I think, our only option for that.
So we just uninstalled the exhaust and took this little flex plate cover off. And essentially, our flex plate is cracked.
It is. It's, I don't know if you remember one of the two JZs we took apart, how the inner part of the flex plate was just completely broken off from the outside part, but it was still like driving or still spinning.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be what's going on here. So that's part of our noise. This was part of our noise. That was rattling on the exhaust. Oh, so that was a lot of our rattle. Oh yeah, see that?
How much that moves?
Yeah. That shouldn't move any.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
That shouldn't move any?
Nope. This should be rigidly bolted to the crankshaft, and I shouldn't be able to spin the crankshaft by hand, which I'm not.
Oh yeah, because you're moving that and the car's not moving.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different. Could we get a flex plate at a store?
Probably, yeah. What we know is that that flex plate is completely sheared off. It's somehow still capable of transmitting some level of power so it can drive. For how long? Probably not that long. I thought maybe a while until I saw how much play there was. The options are, one, we'd see if we can track down a flex plate first, do a flex plate swap in the driveway in the Walmart parking lot, which is doable and would take a few hours. Option two, just send it, probably not the best option. Option three, just send it / flat tow or trailer tow this to Fab Rats where we can have a proper shop to fix it. But that's like 6 hours of normal driving away.
That's more than we could do today, because
Yeah.
we don't really want to drive these
No, we
things
want
at
to
night.
not drive at night because the headlights don't really work.
Yeah, right now we have about 3 hours, 45 minutes a day.
I almost am going for the Walmart option.
Yeah.
To swap the parts in here because basically
We can just
Because
leave it
then
here. We
put
go get the
more-
parts.
If we go to Fab Rats, we put more stress on the reliable vehicle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Times
also,
100.
like, we also have to spend the rest of the day tracking down a trailer.
Yeah.
Flat towing is an option because this one runs, so you can just leave it idling so you had brakes and steering. But I don't know how legal, I don't think that's legal on a freeway.
Steven and I are going to do our second to last air conditioning drive. We're not going to stay in Vegas tonight because we're not going to be able to make it to our hotel, and we're not driving those things in the dark. We're going to the next town over, getting a flex plate.
Well, we're back at the O'Reilly's we were at yesterday, and they did have the flex plate we need.
They sure did. Half an hour out of town, not bad. The guys will probably have the broken one out by the time we get back.
So we've got the transmission almost fully unbolted out of this car.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we're gonna take the other Humvee, which is actually quite reliable.
So far.
And
Get a big jack for to take the weight off the transmission. Isn't it hilarious how far away from each other we are?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't even touch you if you don't stick out your hand. This might have been some of our noises.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's supposed to be attached.
super easy job. If you have a Humvee and you need to change a flex plate, not really a big deal.
You can do it in the Walmart parking lot.
Yep.
I wonder how many people have done that here.
This is not OSHA recommended or Ethan recommended.
Jack.
We have an entire transmission just hanging above us with one jack on it. It's not exactly the safest thing.
I can't wait for you guys to see this flex plate. It's really messed up.
Hallelujah.
It's a 2-piece.
I would argue it was almost like a 6-piece. Look at all those pieces that we're about ready to. That's going on the wall of destruction for sure.
That's awesome.
Wow, that is just hammered.
That's a little different.
It is built different.
It's like a pizza box.
I only have one question, and that is, what is wrong with our brains that this is fun?
Wow, so easy. We got everything bolted all back together.
That's how they're supposed to sound.
I got some baby wipes for you guys.
Might need those. I mean, it shipped at least once. Good Lord. These brakes are so dang strong. I just locked them up on the pavement, just barely tapping them. Yeah, so still don't have all the gears.
Darn it.
It's a lot nicer to drive though. I guess let's go get some dinner and make a plan, because it's not gonna die, but it's gonna drive incredibly slow. That was genuinely like the most fun I've had in a while. Especially the most fun I've had working on something. Just swapping a transmission in a Walmart parking lot. I don't know why I think that's fun, but it was fun. Right?
Yeah, it's part of the adventure. Yeah. It's awesome. And since we build custom things all the time,
I was trying to
Alright, Ethan,
Don't break Will's Humvee too!
Oh no, I'm fixing it.
But since we build like custom stuff all the time, when you're working on like consumer grade products, it's really easy actually.
Yeah, you just unbolt stuff and then you bolt it back together.
Yeah.
You don't have to invent every single part.
It's like doing a puzzle with big pieces instead of little pieces.
Alright, puzzle man, let's go eat.
Alright,
People at the restaurant were probably concerned for you, man.
But this shirt was brand new this morning. I had never worn it before today. Look at the back. I just laid in the fluids that I'm not actually sure what oil was leaking out of it. It could have been transmission fluid, engine oil, I don't know. First conclusion of the day is that I'm an idiot and I left this thing on run, so its batteries are dead.
Nice.
I had a lot on my mind last night, and yeah. The good news is I didn't do that with this one because we disconnected the batteries so that nobody could try to steal it. This one, you know, not actually being able to start it wasn't an issue or a concern. I'll start this one, then swap the batteries, and that way this one will charge the dead batteries while I mess with that one.
long board.
Hey, well, if we break down, that's quicker to get to a gas station than not having a skate.
I'd reckon we could have gotten to Vegas quicker on one of these.
Yeah, we've been here all morning since like 6 in the morning.
You look really familiar, bro.
Do I? Do you watch YouTube?
Oh,
nice!
Hey, well, let me see that.
That's actually a pretty nice Walmart skateboard. And it works as...
Oh, that's way better.
Nice.
I knew these would probably be a useful...
We also got a longboard.
Well, we should have got skateboards a while ago, actually.
Yeah, dude. Why didn't you have this idea yesterday?
I don't know.
Good idea, though.
Oh, he's going fast. Well, you don't seem too excited.
That's because I'm good at lying! It worked!
Oh,
Really?
what?
Yeah.
What? Let's go!
It's alive!
It works!
Yep. All of that because some knuckle-dragging imbecile plugged the wrong sensor into the wrong plug.
Really?
That's it.
What?
But, hear me out. How lucky is it that that was the case? Because if it hadn't had the shifting issue, we wouldn't have stopped and dug into the problems, and we would not have found the broken flex plate, which would have completely failed very quickly. We wouldn't have found the oil leak, which would have failed also very quickly. And the fuel pump probably would have like exploded all over the exhaust and burst into flames because of where it was. So
Really?
we're about the luckiest people on earth because it was a fix that is now fixed. It just drives like a dream.
So we could just go drive to
We can
Vegas.
just head on to Vegas.
Let's go to Vegas!
Let's go.
Woo!
And if we weren't in the parking lot for 2 days, we wouldn't have been bored enough to buy a skateboard.
Which also works as a creeper for starting that thing every time we stop.
Best ride I've ever had. You guys are missing out on a premium riding experience on these military vehicles, is what he said. I'll be your Ethan radio jargon translator for the evening. And that's saying something. This man, we've built some machines. Well, that's fantastic to hear. I can't wait to drop off this dumb rental car and join you.
Whatever's happening probably isn't good.
No.
It just got worse, so I'm gonna crawl under and start looking at this thing.
So after our first 2 days of Humvee ownership, we've only made it 45 miles in the right direction, and this is nothing compared to what's going to happen on the next 1,000 miles. So subscribe to see it.